Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Back here within a class, we have started the third unit. And actually, in a third unit, we are discussing the new concepts. That is how views will be there and how you can create different activities using intent. So that we had discussed, and later on we have discussed so how to send an SMS and all right. So now today practically you can see how you can create multiple activities in Android Studio and how you can create a multiple activities app. That means multiple screens app. How you are going to create. Now, what is a scenario here? Scenario will be like this. First, we'll take one particular app. So the first main screen will contain a one edit text, that is input text box will be there. So whatever the user will enter in that particular text box, so one button will be there. If the user clicks on that particular button, so we'll go to the second activity or a second screen, and in a second screen in a text view, whatever the user has entered in the input text, that is edit text, so that contents will be displayed. So this is a scenario today what we are going to do practically. In this particular thing, you will come to know that sorry, you will come to know that how you can activate from one activity another activity, and which will be the main activity, and how you can come back to the main activity whenever you are need, means from whenever the other activities, how you can come back to the parent activities and all that we are going to see, and how the connection will you can make between two activities. So this you can see. Now we'll start with the Android Studio. First I'll share the entire screen here, right? Share. If any disturbances is there, means if any interruptions is there, disconnections is there, please inform me to the mobile or you can call me, not an issues. Right. Now I will go with the Android Studio, which I am having already with me. Right. Now this is a one thing. The starting screen of an Android Studio. We'll go with the other means the new project. Create a new project. We'll go right, and we'll take the empty screen. Right. So what's the application name you want to give? So I will give that as two screens or multiple screens, like that you can give multiple screens. Right. So the name I have given it as a multiple screens. It's a default. So if you are having your own company website, you can link that here. But we don't have that. That's why example com.example dot multiple screens, which we are going to take. And this you know the Java language we are using, and SDK. You know this a common thing, that is Android 4.1 is a minimum configuration device for the app what we are developing. So next, finish. It's setting the gradle. Yeah, we got it. As you know that, so in an app there will be a Java part and as well as a resource part will be there. So main activity, you know that this is a Java part. So we should go to the layout, XML, activity main XML, design issues. Yeah, we got it. We'll go here. So select that, delete this. So now we got a blank thing, right? Now what is a one by one thing? This in a, first we'll start with a design view. Later on we'll go with a coding of that particular thing. So first we'll start with the text. So what you need edit text, right? That means a plain text you want here, right? This is a plain text. So drag and drop this. So you should set that default. You're going to set this. So above one also if you want you can set that also, right? So I need some margin to the top, that is I did some 40 here, right? So let it be, and then name I want to remove that text, so delete that. Hint I want to give, enter some text, enter some text. So this is a hint which I want to give. Let it be, enter some text. Now, what's the next thing I want here? So I want a button. So come over here, take the button and drag exactly middle, right. Now this is automatically it is setting the constraints. Why? Because here the particular auto this one is ready, right? So because of that. So we'll go with, we'll connect that to our this one, right? And we need a gap here, the margin gaps we need. Go back here, right? So I'll tell again, 42. That's a down there now. Now the name I want to change. I don't want to give that as a button. Yeah, text. So I will give here click here to move to next screen or click here. So something you can move to next screen. Right, move to next screen. Have even that. So this is ready with me now. Because else things we may need coloring and all. It's okay. Just we'll do that. Right, this is okay. Now, what is the another one important thing is the another one important thing is I need another activity now. So what here it's enough. I need one. So edit text, the plain text. I need one where user will enter data here. So if user presses on here, move to the next screen. I should move to the next activity. So how I can move to the next activity? So activity is not at all there here, only single activity is there. You can see activity main XML and activity main activity.java. So how to create an activity? This is a question arises. Now click here. So right click on this particular thing and you can see here a new, right? And come back here with a new and you can see here the new activity and come over here new activity and you can see these are the different activities which you can create a basic activity, bottom navigation activity, empty activity, like that different scrolling activities, like that different things you can create. So again we'll go with an empty activity for the sake now. So what I will do this is I will make it as a second activity. I'll change the name here. Sorry. Second. Till second. Wake. No, wait. No one is listening. Huh? Second activity. think spelling is wrong. ND, this is correct. Right. Let it be. Finish. Now, come here. You can see now here the second activity. It has been there here. Are you seeing? Right? It has been created, and activity second XML is also created here. If you want here, you have to go to the second activity here. So this is the one which default it has been. Okay. Here, what actually we want? We want on a text view. Exactly middle, I'm going to place this text view. So your constraints has been set already. There is no need to set again. Why? Because with this automatic constraints are. So we'll go back here. Font size, text size. Search. Yeah, text. I don't want this. Delete. So text size is here. I'll make it as 32 SP. Right, and text color will change. Let it be black only. Always we are preferring that. Yes, preferred. Background color I'll change. Background color default always in our apps. We are taking this only. Yeah, let it be. Background color also we have did. What else you want? Size fixed, everything is fixed. Right, now both the activities whatever you have taken, the activity second activity and COED. So okay, let it be. Second activity we have taken and we have made we have one text view there. Now what is the thing that when I will go back to this main. Yeah, right. So when I click on this particular button, I should come to the second activity, and there, whatever text view, whatever is there, it should be opened. Now, so we'll start writing in a code. Come back to the main activity Java. Yes, this is a one which you are going to take. First, define the objects what you are using there. So edit. Text, yes, this is the one which we are using. So for this, I'm going to, this is a common thing. Last time also we have did this. Edit text, so define an object here. Right. So what I want to do here, for this, you have to find that through the our layout. That is edit text. Any disturbance is there? You can tell me, right? So find by view by ID, right? So r dot id dot, here you are going to get. So this is the name which you are going to get, edit text first name. So save this. Now here afterwards I'll call this as an edit text. Now what are next thing you have to do here? Go back, that while click of that particular function, that is public, I'm making that void. What I'll do this next screen is SRN. Okay, you can have this. So here I'll go with a view. Yes, view is there here. Define view for that. So come back here. Right. So what you have to do here? The first thing is so whatever is there in a edit text, whatever user has entered, first you take that to one particular string, that is string. I'll call it as something message you can use, or msg you can use, variable is equal to, so edit dot, right, dot get text dot to string. Get text to string. So now whatever is there in a, that edit text, so that we are going to copy that to the variable called as an MSG. Now it's there with the MSG, that particular variable. Now what is the next thing? So here we have only that text. Now what is the next thing is message is ready in our hands. That's with a variable called as an MSG. And now what is the thing is we should invoke that particular another activity. How we can invoke that particular activity? Activity can be invoked with intent. So sorry, yeah, intent, create an object for this. So small letters I'm going to create, intent is equal to new intent, right? So new intent, you are going to create what? So we have to pass two arguments here, this the present activity class, and what is the next argument is the class which you want to invoke, that is, let's see, that's a spell we are having here. So yeah, you can see here, so this class you have to invoke, that is important. That's two classes. So now we are ready with this, right? Now what you have to do, the next thing is you have to call this particular intent, or you have to invoke this particular other activity by passing some particular message, or passing some particular value to that particular second screen. We will tell this as an passing an intent value. So what I'll do here, intent dot, spell is correct, wrong, intent is dot, yeah, put extra. So this will be the string value, string name with a string value. You have to take different things are there. You can see if you are passing an integer value from the first thing to the another thing, so that you can keep in your mind. So how many values you can pass, that many you can pass, not a problem here. There you can catch that with different variables there. I'll show that also. So byte values, char values, long, float, so like this, bundle values like that. So here we are passing a string value. So I will take this particular function. So what actually you are passing, I'll give that name for that. So I'll give that name as capital letter MSG, let it be, and what value you are passing, that you have to give, that is MSG. So which is there, the string which is there. So that you can know that, right? So this ends, and this is okay now. So what you have to do, the next thing is you have to start that particular start activity, that intent activity, whatever is there, that activity you have to start now. So what I will do now, start, right, activity intent, correct, it's here, you can see intent. So close with sum. I think we have said that. So I repeat once again, What we are doing here, so the whichever the edit text input text is there, that edit text will call in Android Studios. The edit text, we are creating an object, so that object is the name of our plain text, whatever is saved, that's edit text. So edit text, and we are defining that particular name to this particular object, and we are finding that in our layout. So this is defined that. Then what you are doing? So when I will click this particular button, when I will click a particular button, so what actually should done? I'm creating a string variable called as a MSG. There, whatever the user has entered the text, I'm get that particular text, whatever text is there in edit text, get that and convert that to the string format. So after converting that, it will be there in a variable called as MSG. And intent what we are creating, intent is a one particular class which you have to create to pass from, to create, to make, to pass, invoke one activity from another particular activity. So intent for that, we are creating an object, instant dynamic object we are creating. What is that? We have to pass it two arguments here in intent. The first argument will be the class, which will be the main class, that is main activity. So this you can give, it will represents the class of main activity, and comma whatever the other activity is there, that name dot class you have to give. So while intending this particular thing, you put extra, means what you are adding an extra thing while while calling, while activating the particular thing, you are also taking something from a main active. What you are taking? You are taking the message, means I'm taking a string value, I'm taking an integer value, I'm taking a float value, something like that. I'm taking some value from a main activity to the called activity. So what I'm taking here, put extra for that intent, that is the name of that is called as an MSG, and I'm taking with that particular name, I'm taking a string value which is there in a MSG variable. Now what the next step is, now we should activate that particular intent. That is second, whatever activity is there, that should be activated, that should come, sorry, seen to the user. So this is a thing which I have did, but don't forget that you should go back to the main activity XML, and there at a button, don't forget on click. This is very much important. So on click, where is this? Yeah. Come back here, you can see our function will be there. Next screen, right? Load this. This is very much important. If it doesn't do that, no action you can see for that particular. Now what I want to do now? Now, just I'll make this, take out this, and go the pixel, right? I'll run. We'll run and we'll see what happens now. Run now. Gradle, it's running now. It's loading. If Gradle building it will be successful, means almost all our whatever code we have did, it's correct. It will take some time. Once it loads, no, at least first time it will take some time. Yeah, Gradle definition. It's coming to online. Let's check it for that. ಏನಪ್ಪ ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ಇದು. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಯಾವಾಗ ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು? ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್?
So 10 minutes back.
10
sir.
minutes ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
10 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಇಂಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ನಾನು? ಯಾಕೆ ಇಂಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ?
ಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಓ ಸಾರಿ, ನಾನು ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ, ನಂಬರ್ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಮ್ಮ ಅವಾಗ ಆಗಿರೋದಾ? ಸೊ ಸಾರಿ, ಅಗೇನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಯ್ತದು? ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೋಯ್ತಾ? ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
I'm sharing again. Wait. Just I will explain what is it. ಯಾಕಂಗ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಇದು? ನಂಗೆ ಅರ್ಥನೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Wi-Fi problem ಇರ್ತೈತೆ.
Right? Now, back here. Right. So this, I will re-explain this. So I think you are there, you understood that we have came to the second activity. Am I right? When we click on that particular main activity, right? ಮಾತಾಡಿಯಪ್ಪ, ಈಗಲೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
Yes, sir.
So second activity, so what a code you have to do in a second activity to invoke the intent, I'm going to tell that. In a second activity, anyway, text wave is there, you have to define an object for that. So after that, you have to find that component in a layout, that is text view with an ID, and you have to fix to that particular object. So this is a default thing which you have to do. But whatever intent you have raised there in a main activity, you can see here. So this is an intent which you have raised with some extra message. So whatever a message you are sending, and you are telling that start that particular activity when it has been clicked here. So intent. So what you have to do, that you have to take this particular, means you have to get that particular intent in this particular activity. That is important. After getting that, you define one particular string, and whatever extra string you are getting from that particular intent, by that name you have to fix to that particular string. Now that string will have whatever a string you have entered from a main activity, that will be there here. So text view, now what? Dot text, set text, we are setting that with a str. Now your text view will have that particular things, whatever will be there. Now I will go back here, and you can see here, I'll close this. Right? Yeah, back here, I'll enter some data here. Hi, students, right? Click here. Now you can see hi students here, right? Everyone getting?
Yes, sir.
Right. So that means from first activity, means main activity, to the second activity we are passing out, right? So the another one important thing is this arrow mark. That is, so moving to the main screen, how you can move to the main screen, how you can do this arrow mark here in a action bar. So for that, back here, yeah, you can see what you have to do now is, first you have to click on, it will be like this, right? So you have to click on my manifest. So there Android manifest will be there. What is this XML means? If you click on this, this is XML which will represent entire project of your particular thing. How many activities is there? What's the name of that particular project, and the different properties of that particular project, in which particular website is linked with this. All this details will be there here. So then what you have to do, usually it will be like this, means this thing will not be there here. Yeah, it will represent like this. How many activities are there? Like that it will represent. Now here what you have to do, you have to come over here, right? Make some particular space here, just a space, and you have to mention the parent of this particular second activity. So if you mention here, you can see within this course it's asking there are two activities, which one you want to do. For a second activity, the main activity will be the parent. So I'm fixing a parent here. If you fix that particular parent here, then automatically it will works there. Now come back to the main activity dot. So from here you are going to run again. Just launched. Just I'll click on this. I'll enter some data here. It's a problem. Some problem. Yeah, now it's launched correctly. So that's yes. Now you can see this arrow bar here. I'll click back here. Yes. Now you enter other data. That is second SAM, right? Mobile application development. Right. Done. Coming. So go back. Like this, you can keep on going. So this is one particular thing which you can. Right. Cleared? Now,
Yes.
back here. So, yes, I'll stop the presenting. Yeah, so what's the activity you have to do? I will give until the Saturday time. Not a Saturday, it will become very more thing. So Wednesday, I will give you a Wednesday time. What you have to do is, you have to show me the 7 wonders of the world, right? What is that? The first screen should be there. Welcome to 7 wonders of the world. If they will click the button, means if customer clicks the button, it should start with first one. Assume, for example, in 7 wonders, which is the first wonder, you know that you go to the website, you will get, take that Anoint Tower, assume just for a sec. That picture should be displayed, and previous and next button should be there. So if they will click on next button, it should go to the next screen. That is next wonder. Like that it can go. Once it goes to the last wonder, it should stop. It shouldn't go further. So that is important here, right? So then afterwards, coming to the previous, when someone clicks on previous, it should come with previous thing. Means whatever it's passed, no, that should come back. So like that you have to do. How you are going to do this? Think and do. There should be a 2 buttons, previous and next. previous. If they will click on a previous screen should come. If they will click on a next screen, the next screen should come. So it should be there until that 7 wonders of the world you should show. So this is a small activity you take. Let we'll see anybody will do that particular activity. Take at least 3 days time. I'll inquire there. So you have to show the activity compulsorily. Marks will be there for that. Right? Right.
Yes, sir.
And I'll stop the recording.